Back in week 1, the Eagles lost a blowout in their previous game against the Cowboys. Can Dallas finish the sweep? The answer comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Cowboys in this matchup, you figure they've got to be looking forward to this one. They've got a clear advantage on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, they totally understand it, not just by running the numbers, but...
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's fourth down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And taken right on the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Second down, back to Sanders. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. This defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30. So now then the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Javon Hargrave in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And Zerline's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Watson, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Under pressure, they got him again. Micah Parsons, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a fair catch now, and boy, a very short punt will give them unbelievable field position. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3 and out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. So an early 10-0 lead for him now as they kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he returns this to the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
7 yards there and a first down. Now Sanders. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The give is to Elliott. Good footwork at the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Watson off play action. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Flushed out right. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Here's Sanders. Sanders has the first down and much more. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Well, he gets attended to. He'll step aside.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Sanders will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Out comes Michael Gallup and company as they take the field. Second quarter here, he has only one catch, but they have the lead. You got to think, though, he's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Yeah, well, so far, just the single catch.
Elliott going to get it again on second down.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Now Prescott. Into the secondary, past the 40. And all the way up to the 46. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
A give to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense.
He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 49, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.